Well, the official from Iran has just announced that some military officials were killed. He indicated that it might be two, but when you listen to what's coming out of Israel in terms of the IDF and the officials on the ground speaking to different media houses of the record and behind the scenes, is that they feel confident that the morning attacks have been able to land on targeted areas. We know that they targeted 5 areas, including in Tehran and the compound of the supreme leader of Iran. On the other hand, Iran is saying the supreme leader will soon address the nation to prove that he's still alive, while Israel feels strong that the casualty or those who have been affected might be senior people, and therefore the world is waiting for a real confirmed information or confirmation when you talk about these senior officials. Who are the senior officials? And when Iran is talking about the 2 generals or the 2 officials, who are these officials? And therefore, right now, information is sketchy, but the reality is the attacks were directed at the meetings that were taking place early hours of the morning, our time, which is an hour ahead in the Middle East, because you know that since last night there were meetings in Oman where all stakeholders were involved in trying to find a solution to this question of Iran. The Americans were there, the Israel representatives and those who are mediating were there, and therefore it looks like America and Israel knew very well that in the morning you might see a situation where there will be a feedback to the leadership, and therefore they targeted those areas where leadership was supposed to meet in different parts of Iran. And therefore only later today, perhaps when the supreme leader has spoken, there will be clear indication where the other leaders are and who is affected and what is his position at the moment. And therefore the information is very, very fluid. And both sides trying to push propaganda war in terms of who's in control. Right now, as we speak, if you look at Reuters too, you can see that now Iran again is attacking, retaliating, now targeting Israel and Tel Aviv in particular, the capital city. And therefore, it is going to be a very, very long night.
And Sophie, you point out something very important, that meeting that took place, and we know that there have been peace talks between the U.S. and Iran. This latest attack, where does it leave those talks? At the same time, you also speak about the Iranian supreme leader and saying that he is expected to address or make some sort of address. Do we know his whereabouts at the moment? And do we know whether he is safe?
We don't know his whereabouts, but you know that this has been building for quite a number of weeks now. I remember at some point in time I was talking to some officials in Israel, former leadership of Israel, and also in Iran. At that time, 4 weeks ago, they were saying to me, Iran is likely going to miscalculate with preemptive strike. And there's nothing planned in terms of Israel attacking. And Iran, on the other hand, was saying that they are expecting attacks. And that preemptive strike that was expected from Iran, it didn't come from Iran. It's the Americans and Israel that has launched attacks.